Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and a little bit of news that broke out in the television industry and entertainment industry as such, especially if you are into the DC Comics and the superhero comics world per se. But Batwoman has quit. So the actress, Australian actress Ruby Rose, who has been portraying the character Kate Kane, aka Batwoman in the CW series Batwoman, has apparently quit her role to play the Caped Crusader and Bruce Wayne's cousin Kate Kane, aka Batwoman. Now, apparently there was some mixed news. Initially, somebody said that she was fired, but from all the recent articles that I read, apparently it's a decision because of an ill fit between the production team and the actress, that they kind of came to a mutual agreement. So she was unhappy with these are the reasons that I can read out. She's unhappy with the long hours, and that led to friction between her and the production team. And she was also not happy living in Vancouver. I wouldn't know why you wouldn't want to live in Vancouver, but anyway, that's her decision. And when she's not happy, apparently she isn't someone that you can get along with on the set. So this led to quite a lot of friction between her and the crew. And so they decided that they would part ways. So nobody has actually come out with a full statement. Apparently the representatives for Ruby Rose, Warner Brothers and the CW television network have declined to comment. So Ruby Rose, if you haven't seen Batwoman, she's an actress who kind of has been, I don't want to say a poster child or a poster girl, but she has been known to have a lot of fans, especially in the LGBT community. But apparently she's also been given a lot of flack for not being lesbian enough for this particular role. I found that really funny too. If you don't know, Batwoman, Kate Kane is lesbian. I don't really care about that. I really care only if the show is actually good or not, and I'll come back to that in a little while. So she also has appeared on Netflix's Orange is the New Black, and she was in The Meg. She was in, I think she played a silent role in John Wick Part 2, and I don't know what else, but I've only seen her. Oh yeah, I've seen her in one episode of a science fiction television show called Dark Matter, and that's about it. So I knew her more from her reputation, and in my office I know a couple of young ladies who actually kind of idolized her, not because of her lifestyle, but more because of the fact that she's known as a tough chick. Her hairstyle and fashion sense or whatever, that's what they were kind of drawn to. I don't think they're I don't think they're even of the LGBT community, but yeah. So apparently there's nothing wrong with her. She's had an emergency surgery for herniated disc, but there's nothing wrong with her health, and they don't really blame the injury as such for that. But so that's particularly the reason. So so I knew there was a lot of flack for this show before it even started airing. Let me take another sip. This is Mountain Dew, by the way. So I've even made a reaction video a while back before the series started. Let me tell you, I've actually been following the series. I just have the final episode. The season was supposed to be 22 episodes, but they had to, because of COVID-19, they had to cut it short and make it 20. So the 20th episode actually aired last Sunday. I haven't actually watched it yet. Probably going to watch it tonight or maybe tomorrow in the afternoon, whenever I do get a chance. I've been watching a couple of movies. Today is a Friday, but for me Thursday and Friday currently is the weekend, so I work on Saturdays and Sundays. So have been for most of the lockdown over here, or the quarantine period. So now this particular show, because of, let's go back and say a reason why there's been a lot of things, because it came out to be kind of like very woke is the name that it comes out with. Let me tell you personally, I don't really have a problem with with a lead character, or in this case, the main character being gay or lesbian. I don't have a problem with that at all. Whenever it's done, I always look towards, is the character a good character? Is the actor really doing a good job? How they basically play it out with the rest of the team and all that stuff. That's more important to me. Is it a good show and all that stuff? And like a lot of people, I've been watching most of the superhero shows. I'm a fan of the Arrowverse, so I really liked Arrow, which just ended. Flash, Supergirl. Supergirl has got its problems as well. It seems to have become a lot more cheesy these days, and the term wokeness. I really don't know how to put it. I mean, the episodes have been kind of really bland. And and I'm kind of losing interest in the show Supergirl as such. Now, Batwoman last year when it was coming, the trailer put a lot of people off. I couldn't find a single positive trailer review anywhere. I did a review myself. I don't really do trailer reviews. I've only done one or two, and this was one. And it really pissed me off. I mean, it came out. The whole. I don't know if the actress is like this. I'm not going to say that because I don't really know about her too much. But the character comes off as being really arrogant, chip on her shoulder kind of thing, and it's really stupid. And there's a lot of putting down Batman in it, and so much stuff that actually. So that's what they call it, the agenda. They say the SJW agenda because it's kind of putting down men, straight men especially, and in a lot of people's case, they want to complain is straight white men. Now, I'm not a straight white man. I'm a straight man of brown skin tone and Indian ethnicity. Yes, but I got really pissed off with watching the trailer. The show is bad. Let me tell you that. I've been watching it because it's part of the Arrowverse, and I will. Now I'm actually curious. I was thinking that I'll stop after the first season. I wanted to see how it goes, but the acting is terrible. The storylines are very bad. The people that they have in some of the roles comes out. I don't know. It's really bad. There are a couple of characters who I really like. One being this recurring character who plays I can't remember her name all of a sudden, but she plays an ex-lover of Kate Kane who is a British spy. She is also either the daughter or the niece of Alfred. So she's hot, and I think she does a good job, pretty much. Everybody else, a couple of characters here and there are okay, but the show is really bad. The acting is terrible in a lot of places. An actress who I like, Rachel Skarsten, at times she's done a good job, but even she's been messing it up quite badly, and the writing in particular is not up to par. So I was actually thinking that this show might not last a full season, but then they came out and said it's really doing very well, it's a success, but I always see negative reviews about it. There were like a couple of episodes that really stood out for me, but throughout it's actually been a couple of episodes back also I was feeling like, hey, this is not actually a bad plot. This episode is actually not bad, but there's so much family drama, tension and all that stuff. So having said that, now I don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to go with somebody who's an established actress to try and save the show as such, because the show has been renewed, but you don't have the main character, so you need to find another Batwoman, and or they're going to go with someone who's an unknown. I'm not really sure. I think they will pick up somebody who is a pleasing character for the LGBT community. That's what the problem. A lot of people are saying that she's not gay enough. I don't know why you would say that, but there were several actors who've done a fantastic job as gay characters, but weren't actually gay. So, I don't know, but if they want representation, so people want the right representation. So, like for example, I would understand it, and I have complained in the past. If you include an Indian character but don't have an Indian in that particular role, or somebody who's at least Bangladeshi, Pakistani, or something like that, and you have some other character. I'm looking at you, J.J. Abrams, and putting in Benedict Cumberbatch. Even if I'm a big fan of him, Benedict Cumberbatch as Khan Noonien Singh in Star Trek Into Darkness. Similarly, you've had several cases like that. So you would have the Native Americans characters not being played by Native Americans. You would have, different things like that. Hispanic characters not being played by actual Hispanics. So I can understand from that viewpoint, yes. However, this is in the case of race or ethnicity, but I can understand where they're coming from to a certain extent, that they would want to have somebody who understands what it means to be part of that community and playing a character who is part of the community. So when you say it like that, it kind of makes sense. At the same time, this is acting, so I'm not really sure. Anyway, they will pick up somebody else, is what I understand. I think they need to scrap some of the characters, some of the actors in this, because they aren't doing a good job. The sister in particularly is all. There's a couple of times she's hamming it up too much. She's trying to be cute. She's trying to be funny. There were a couple of episodes, couple of scenes in which she is really hamming it up to try and appear to be cute and adorable and funny. Did not work out. It was as if a first-time actor was actually trying to do that particular scene. It was cringeworthy like crazy. And I think Rachel Skarsten's character also has got to go. A lot of things need to change. So let's see what happens. So maybe season 2. So therefore now I'm actually kind of curious. I would definitely want to watch season 2. Catch you again pretty soon. Bye.